it's Dina Colada here, and so you want to be a guest blogger on my website, dinacolada.com. I'm super excited that you are ready to write, and I want to give you some basic guidelines that I like to have all my writers use. First of all, this is the website where your article will live. It's dinacolada.com. It's geared toward helping women have long-lasting, deep-loving relationships. This is what it looks like. And we also have our blog here, and I will be adding new blogs every week, and I want to show you the basic structure of how we do these. So we have our title. Like this one is How to Interpret 29 Types of Kisses. We have an intro here. There's also subheads. So I like to have those in H2, and I like to have all of the articles submitted in Google Docs. So there's an intro, subheadlines, a few sentences of copy. I like to keep sentences and paragraphs short. And having lots of subheads are great because a lot of people are reading their articles on their smartphones, and you don't want a 20 sentence paragraph because it's going to be this big on a phone. So that's why I like to keep things short. We also have, this is a really long one, and I also like to have outbound links. Like here we have the longest kiss lasted 58 hours, blah, blah, blah. We link to the Guinness Book of World Records. So you want to have the article linked within the copy. You can just highlight the words you want to link out to as text so people can't see the actual URL. So then you also want to have a conclusion, and if you would like to be listed as a guest author, please put your short bio, a small paragraph with your name at the end. And let's see, I'm going to show you how I set up my articles here. I have basic guidelines. When you write for me, I can give you a working title. This can be changed. So you also want to make sure to have each word, you want each word in the subtitle and the titles to be capitalized. The first letter, I mean. So you're going to have the articles living on my website. Here I also have an SEO blog post checklist you can check out. It can give you more ideas of how to be a really good SEO friendly writer. I need to update that. My old name was Copywriting Chick. Now I've switched it to dinacoladacopy.com. So when I write an article, I like to research my audience. My audience is single women who are looking for love. And I also like to look at other articles with similar keywords to see what is ranking at the top of Google. You want to have a goal in mind for your blog. You want to be helpful, useful. You want to give educational tips, how-tos. People like to read about whys and whats. I like to use a long tail keyword in my headline. The long tail keywords are listed down here in your, when I give you an article to write, you'll have these keywords here that you can use as subheads. You can use the top ones, or generally the most important ones. You can use those first. You don't have to use all of them, but use some of them. I don't want to have keyword stuffing. I don't want to say, what makes a good relationship? What makes a good relationship? What makes a good relationship? You want to use LSI keywords, which are similar, but they're not exactly the same. Okay, you can use the same keyword in your intro one time. And I also like to use questions as subheads, which and this one is how can I improve my relationship? If you type in how to, I'll just show you how I did this. How to keep a relationship healthy. I post that into Google. let's see what pops up. Right here, there's generally a thing called Google Rank Brain, but it looks like it has changed. Wow. Okay, just going to forget that I said that. We're going to go back to the checklist. Feel free to use story, use bullet points if you want, and I like to write an active voice. If you don't know what that is, check it out on Google. I like to use action verbs instead of saying she walked over to him, she jumped to him, she ran to him. And I also like to write very simply. I like the articles on my website to be easily understandable, as simple as a fifth grader could understand. So if you have a complicated idea that you're working with, please try to explain it. And if you're using a word someone might not understand, tell people what it means. I also like to have inbound links from my website, dinacolada.com. It can be other articles, it can be other pages, and have those links inside the article. And let's see. It's always good to have images in your articles as well. I can also have my VA do this. But if you have some pictures that are royalty free, you can get them on Pexels, Pixabay, and Unsplash. If you want to pay for images and you want to have something really cool and different, you can use Deposit Photos, Shutterstock, Getty Images, any of those. Those are in the Ultimate Blog Post checklist that I have. You also want to download the smallest possible size images if you are sending images in with your article. You can use CANVA to compress images. It's free. There's also a place called Optimizilla. So I want you to make sure you are editing for grammar, clarity. Grammarly is free. You can use that. I like to get rid of the word that as much as possible. A lot of times the word that is just not needed. You can have a call to action. You can ask them to check out another blog post. If you have a website that you would like to link to, you can add that in your bio. And if you do have an article and you're not writing as a ghost author, but you're writing with your own name and your own bio at the end, please share these articles with your tribe, your social media. If you have an email list, share it with your mom, let her read it. Share any articles that you contribute, and it will help your article get more eyeballs, and it will help you build your portfolio as a writer as well. And I want to make sure there's if there's anything that I missed. Anyway, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always accepting new guest authors. And I hope this has been helpful in how to create an SEO optimized, keyword rich, helpful article for my website, dinacolada.com. And if you have any questions, please leave a link in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.